Hello, welcome to Kep. It's a sleepy little spot in Cambodia on the southern coast, about half an hour from the Vietnamese border. Probably most famous for having the best pepper on the planet, delicious crab meals down at the crab market, and fantastic views from around the mountain track. It really is a gorgeous place. Prior to Khmer Rouge, it was very much the playground for the rich and famous of Cambodia and France, I guess, as well. Anyway, let me take you for a quick tour. We'll have a quick look at some accommodation and a few things to do and places to eat around Kep. This place is called Botanica. It's a real nice little spot. It's a budget place run by a guy called Stefan from Belgium and his wife Kong. He's a fantastic chef, so you get a great feed here. Pool table, nice gardens, nice little bar. This is Kep Lodge. It's more of a mid-range kind of a place with a great swimming pool overlooking the bay to the sunset. Good food run by a Swiss guy called Dan and his wife Chang. I believe Kep Lodge probably has more varieties of beer than anyone else in town. So if you're a bit of a connoisseur, Kep Lodge is the place to stay. The place behind me here is Veranda Natural Resort. It's 27 rooms. It's a full-on luxury resort. It's gorgeous, very creative, lots of timber pathways and things, huge swimming pool, and fantastic food. It's run by husband and wife, Map and Lily. They're a real nice couple. I think you'll like it. This is where you catch the boat to Rabbit Island. The jetty's here. There's also a little mini mart. Now look, on shopping, there are no ATMs in Kep, so make sure you got cash on you. It's a half-hour drive to Kompot to get money. This is Breezes. It's a restaurant right on the water, run by a guy called Jerome. He's a real good guy. Fantastic food, interesting menu, and in fact they'll pick you up from your resort or your guest house and drop you off afterwards. Makes for a real nice night out. This is Rega Kep. It's a budget place. Got some aircon and fan rooms, nice little rooms, good food, run by a young French guy called Florian. He's a good fella. This is one of the many pepper farms in the region. Kep's very, very famous for its pepper. There's a lot of other good stuff growing around here too, but the pepper is just fantastic. As you come down this road, you'll see lots of places called the Pepper Plantation, and they can all show you a bit of pepper, sell you a bit of pepper. This is the first one I ever went to, and I tend to keep coming back to it. I particularly like it because they're doing things fairly naturally. You know, they'll be more than happy to show you around their plantation, but if you ask nicely, they might also show you their biogas system. When I first came here, they used to run all their lighting and their cooking from cow manure. They're still running all their cooking. I don't know if they're still running all their lights. It's really good stuff. Very ecologically sensible. This is the entrance to one of the caves at Kompong Trach. The limestone mountain, little mountain, with some caves underneath. There's a lot of religious artefacts inside the caves. A lot of them got trashed during Khmer Rouge days, but there's still plenty of stuff there worth a look. And some kids will offer to guide you through with their torches, which is nice of them. Of course, they'll expect a tip of some sort, which is nice of you. and yeah, I think you'll have a good time. This is the Kep Crab Market. Now, down the other end there actually is a crab market. That's where they pull the crabs fresh out of the water. But this is actually more famous for its restaurants. There's a strip of a dozen or so really good little seafood restaurants along here. Fantastic food and a great place to eat on sunset. This is the mountain trek around Phnom Kep, or Kep Mountain. It's in the Kep National Park and it's absolutely gorgeous. If you take it fairly quietly, there's a good chance you'll spot some monkeys, squirrels, snakes, various other bits and pieces. Around the Jasmine Valley side you might see some great hornbills. It's real pretty. There's also some really nice views. One side of the mountain you've got views across the bay to Mount Bokor and the Bokor Range, and the other side of the mountain you've got the views across the islands to Vietnam. Look, I should say as well, there's a guy called Christian from the Led Zepp Cafe. He's worked absolutely tirelessly. He's put together hundreds and hundreds of signs all around Kep National Park. You can't get lost, there's so much information. Rubbish bins are around the place so you can keep it nice and tidy. His blood's worth bottling, this guy. So if you get a chance to say good day to him, say good day and thank him. This is the Angkor Beach viewpoint in the Kep National Park. You can see across the salt fields all the way to Angkor Beach and then on to Ha Tien in Vietnam. It's a real nice spot. And just across here, in fact, is the ladder that takes you down to the steps that take you down to Jasmine Valley, which is our place. I'll go change my shirt, grow a few more whiskers and give you a quick look at Jasmine Valley. Hello, welcome to Jasmine Valley. We're up in the jungle, in the mountain, overlooking the islands to Vietnam. It's very pretty, in a seaside town called Kep in Cambodia. My name's Owen Beck, and I guess this is my latest creative project. I'm working with my wife Jasmine and a friend of mine Scott to build an eco resort. Jasmine Valley Eco Resort is, I guess, the result of 2 years hard work for a lot of people, making mud bricks and building lots of cute little bungalows. All our electricity is solar. We're trying to do responsible things with our water and a bunch of other stuff, using permaculture principles in the gardens, and things are working so far. We recently built a pizza restaurant with a nice wood fire, and that's kind of doubling up as a piano bar, if you like. We managed to get a real piano up the mountain, and which is a bit exciting. And from time to time we have guests arc up on the piano, which is lovely. So there's some guitars kicking around as well, so we hear a bit of music coming out of the place. We have 15 Cambodian staff, all from a very poor village and with very low levels of education, and we're training them on the job and trying to provide opportunities for them. And in fact, opportunities beyond Jasmine Valley.